Mali Market. What on earth is that? We might have enough coins after this to unlock one of the other tracks. Maybe I'll just show all the tracks off, and then we'll be done. I could just off-screen grinding all the coins, which is what I might do, because I think I'm actually enjoying this enough to do that, shockingly. Oh wait, I think I just realised something. The coins don't make you faster. These coins are actually adding to your coin count. That's what it is. I think. Whoa. But the whole freemium thing is quite... Oh, come on! How are you supposed to get past those? I went between them. I went right between the two of them. How do you dodge the UFOs? Are they an item or are they just a stage hazard? Whoa. I've not even checked who all the other races were, other just the characters. Just Liz the vet and just all the characters. They've cemented themselves, their eyes have gradually gotten bigger and bigger. They're all there. When is Garfield going to die? I'm an old man now. All the stuff that I saw when I was a child. You know, most people when they get older, they're happy to see remakes of stuff that they knew as children. They're pleased to see the beloved childhood heroes still being alive and well. But I feel the opposite. I feel I want these people to just die already. Just get lost, Garfield. Sonic, Mario, all of you just go die in a fire. Let the fresh blood come in and do something. I used to like Garfield when I was a child. I had a bunch of his books. Whoa. And I couldn't care less now. Whoa. You can do all you want to me now. I've already won the cup. I think it's impossible to lose at this point. You never know though. I know people like to call out Mario Kart as being unfair, but I feel as though a lot of the attacks I'm getting hit with aren't fair either. There's these massive nuclear explosions that seem to cover the enormous radius. If somebody else hits it, then I get hit by it as well. I get caught in the blast. Well, we won, but not by terribly much. What are these things? They're the boosts, I guess. Maybe you actually really need the boosts to win. Oh, crumbs, I forgot. We've not actually finished yet. Oh, brother, I actually still could lose the pizza cup. Alright, this is serious, Garfield. Garfield needs to put on his A game. He needs to beat Arlene. Is that Arlene in the front? Arlene, the most bland character to ever exist. Not that most of the Garfield characters aren't bland. But, you know. Well, I should prioritise just winning instead of picking up these coins. Because the coins don't speed us up, I think. It was just an illusion that they did. I think you need to use the boosts to win. But I'm going to be stubborn and not do that. I'm going to use my Garfield skill to win. Except that I'll probably just get blown up by a bunch of nuclear explosions like I've already done. And lose anyway. What? That's not the chain of events that should have happened there. This is like Sonic R. It's like when you bump into Knuckles from ahead of him. You bump into Knuckles when you're in front of him and he rockets ahead of you because of it. Yeah, that made sense. Sonic R. Garfield Kart must have learned from the best. Mario Kart and Sonic R are its main inspirations. I was afraid that I was going in reverse there. Kenny. Oh, no. Oh great, I bet I'll hit that stupid pie as well. Yep, I think that was what that was. Great. I wonder if this game has rubber banding. I doubt that the programmers knew what that meant. John's got a Cossack hat on. What's with all these hats? I guess that's the personalisable content. You probably got to pay $5 to get the hats as well. Drop the Chaos Emerald, Garfield. Oh no, here we go. I saw them. Where are they? Where are those stupid UFOs? Oh, we're back in first again. I didn't even notice. Not that it matters, because you could get hit at any second by an item. Oh, brother. How are you supposed to? Huh? How are you supposed to? That was Arlene, isn't it? Arlene's in front. Arlene is our She's our enemy. There's two pink drivers, and they're going to be the girls, because that's how it works. But I can't tell which one's Arlene. I mean, Arlene is pink herself in the comics, because she's female. But Veterinarian Liz is not pink. She's a... Well, she is, because she's... Well, yeah, she'll be pink, really, because she's human. She's white, which means she's pink, because that's how it goes. Oh no, incoming custard pie, whatever that thing is. Whoa! There's Arlene, I'm sure of it.
Sorry, Arlene. I hate to crash and run, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. Nobody defeats me in anything.
The gap in Arlene's teeth, I just remembered that. That's her defining characteristic. She's got a hole in one of her teeth, just like Courage. Interesting. Interesting connection. No, not... You can't do this to me. No, you don't, you stupid piece of trash. There. I win. I outsmarted the aliens. They're not abducted Garfield today. Have aliens ever... In all the 40 years of Garfield, I'm assuming there's been an alien abduction plot at some point. Aliens must have appeared. Nothing can get by without aliens. Oh, the spider's got a party hat. I don't remember ever... I don't remember ever seeing an alien story ever, but there must have been one, obviously. I don't think there were any in the classic days. Oh wow, Arlene, I just knocked the socks off of you. Let's see the results. Why is the results an option? It's not even something that you have to look at. Do they even give you the cup if you don't see the options? I mean the results? Garfield Kart. Look at Garfield trundling along on that ball. Okay, so we got Odie now because that's great. Let's see how good Odie is. No, actually, let's there's not many cups, are there? Is there even a reason to do the 100cc's in that? Like, what is there in this game? There's the stupid challenge, which I failed. Your reward is a car. I'm not spending money. Oh, here we go, the shop. Let's see here. Where's the real money stuff then? What's it going to tell me if I try to buy that, huh? Nothing? They're going to offer me to pay more... The real coin? The cutest and fastest car in the world, right? Why are you asking me? That must be normals. All these cars cost the same amount. And looking at their stats in the bottom left, none of them are especially great. There's nothing going all the way over to the right with these. What are these stats even? Lightning bolt. That'll be the speed in the middle. And the handling, I suppose, on the bottom. But what's the lightning bolt? What's the lightning bolt mean? Acceleration? That's the third. That's usually the third stat in these racing games, but it's not very indicative. And what is this? Just a little checkbox thing? Okay, so it looks like you can't... What on earth? No spoiler, I don't even need one. Spoiler? I don't know what a spoiler actually is. These don't even cost money. What gives? We can just put these on and they just make the car better? Alright, here's the hats. Do the hats do anything? They improve some of the stuff. Any pies you throw got bad speed. Well, I'm just gonna... Just be default Garfield, thank you. Don't want the cars and the characters. Oh, we can unlock characters, can we? There's Odie. Odie's, let's see. Is Odie better than Garfield? That's the question. Oh, it's just the cars that have the better speeds, isn't it? Oh wait, I think I see the characters combine with the cars, I think, to make them faster or slower. Alright, so I was misjudging Garfield. You don't pay real money for anything. I'm really surprised they resisted that temptation. Tutorials. Win races to get prizes. Buy stuff at the store. Hats make you better. Boosts give you things, but you've got to buy more when you run out. The pie. Yeah, I'm like a classic RPG item hoarder person. I never use these. I'm always saving the bonus items just in case a even harder challenge comes. And just never ever using it on anything. That's a very flawed philosophy. What is this? Klopman Diamond? What on earth is that from? That's too precise of a name to have been made up. Must have come from one of the specials. Or one of the episodes from the new series. UFOs. I wonder what the aliens look like in the Garfield verse. What's this thing? Oh, it's the jigsaw puzzles. Oh, okay, you collect those pieces and you can unlock these JPEGs that you can probably find on Google. Guess how much I care about unlocking these. Well, okay, that's Garfield Kart. There's pretty much nothing here. But, it's not horrible. Yeah, I don't see why everyone hates this so much. It's free. It doesn't cost actual money to do anything. The hamburger cup. There, we bought it. No boosts. What's this? That's the shop. Are you sure you want to buy that?
No, I'm not.
Oh, these are just extra items you can use. No, I don't want that though. Put that away. Go.
I'm sure.
Play Misty for me. No boosts.
Okay, Garfield Kart. Let's go.
What was the name of this? Like I was saying, the tracks are all just generic places. Oh, there's a desert. Oh, here's a highway beside some ocean. Oh, there's a farmyard. There's a grassy cart. There's a grassy track. There's a roady track. It's just places. They're not drawn on the great depth and diversity of lore in the the Garfield universe. Oh, you can hold multiple items at once. Yeah, they've not dived into the archives of Sonic's classics and unearthed such gems as the island with the old man on it in the Halloween special. That's not a thing. They should have. They don't even have a track to race around Garfield's generic American suburbs. Maybe they don't want to reveal the structure of the place. They don't want to ruin the great mystery of the exact infrastructure of Garfield's generic hometown. Okay, let's pause before we use the pies. There. Oh my goodness, we just killed someone. How do you come back from that in this? Lakitu's not going to come and save you. Who would do it in this one? Guido? I'm trying to show my stuff and mention Lyman there. I was trying to think of an obscure Garfield character, but I think the only ones that exist even are Lyman and Guido and Fluffy. Oh, Binky the Clown. But he's not obscure. Let's say Binky the Clown comes and saves you. Maybe Binky is obscure, I don't even know. I thought he was a classic Garfield character that everyone knows. Anyway, we didn't have the American suburb track or the old evil scary man pirate track. There's no budget Hawaii track. There's no little stock tribal village with a giant volcano on it track. No generic forest area with a panther on the loose track. There's no I can't think of anything else. Garfield, why are you so generic? Why is there nothing at all to recommend about you? Why are you still popular? Why have you still got cartoons? Why, Garfield? Why didn't you run your course by 1989? Just keeps on going. Oh, rich. Real swell, yeah. Well, I don't really care about winning these races anymore. Because I need to get another 20 races worth of coins in order to unlock the fourth and final cup. Which is just going to be another bunch of bland courses with no distinctive, remarkable characteristics. What's this now? It's a road with some dirt paths on the sides, and there's whiteness and greenness in the background. trees, snow, that's it. Just a balloon there. You could dump this into any karting game. But I can't blame the creators, because again, Garfield really doesn't have much to draw on. There's really not much at all. There's not many key locations in the Garfield world. I mean, being quite serious, can we name all of the significant places in Garfield? There's John Arbuckle's house. There's the vets. Or rather, one room of... Liz's office in the vets, which I think is all you ever see. Maybe he's in the waiting room once, which would just be, I'm sure, just a blank wall behind him, with that angled shadow in the first panel that changes its angle randomly. Well, very consistently it changes its angle. Pay attention to the Garfield strips if you... Maybe they don't do it anymore, but they used to. When there's a wall in the background in a Garfield strip, then there'll be a shadow that's at a 45-degree angle in the first panel, and then it's just flat in the second panel, and then it's at an angle again in the third one. It's just so weird why Jim Davis did that. Anyway, all the locations. There's Liz's office, except maybe that even doesn't exist anymore, because I've discovered that John is now lovers with Liz. They're now boyfriend and girlfriend. That happened. That's the Garfield's big shocking development. I went straight through those. But let's just count the vets. The vet is a course. There should have been a vet course in this. There's Irma's Diner, which I don't think we ever see the actual diner part of the diner. We just see Dawn at the counter with Irma. It looks like he's the only person that ever goes there. What other places are there then? Why did I do that? Why did I run straight? I knew that you can't get through them. Sometimes it seems like you can finagle your way right in between those, but I don't know if it's down to skill or complete dumb luck. Thanks, Odie.
You'll pay for that, dog.
I'm racking my brains thinking of other significant places in Garfield. John Arbuckle's parents' farm. Which you see one of the fences that they usually lean over while they're talking to each other. And I think you see their house at some point, maybe. Which will have just been a wall and a table. The rest of it is just Garfield in some place. Some garden somewhere, or just in his house. So unlike Mario Kart, which has a real depth of history and stuff to take its ideas from, poor Garfield Kart really didn't have much to... It really didn't have much to build itself up from. There was not many building blocks to construct this beast from. Maybe this is just some kart racing game somebody made, some college student made somewhere, and they just decided to take it and put Garfield in it. Oh, I've got to click the button. It was so out of the way I didn't notice. It provides you an option to just quit the thing altogether after each race. When you finish the race, it just flat out comes out and lets you just give up there and then. Even the word kart looks just like Mario Kart. The original Mario Kart font looks a lot like that right there. Oh, poor Garfield. I've not heard any of Garfield's brilliant one-liners in this. Maybe that's for the best, because if they're taken from the modern Garfield comics, then it'd probably be something like,
"Hey, my donut wasn't warm this morning. I guess that you're supposed to laugh now."
That would have been a modern Garfield punchline.
"Odie, I could kick you off the table, but I'll do it next week instead."
And that was the punchline.
"John Arbuckle, your bunny slippers are really embarrassing. Get a haircut."
And that was it. That's the caliber of modern Garfield. What is this? Oh no! Garfield! Oh, we were about to get a close encounter with Davy Jones's locker there. Let's just jump over and see what happens. Okay, I mean I thought that was what would happen. It's just the screen just goes black and we just fall back. I was hoping Binky the Clown might haul us out with a fishing rod, but I knew that wouldn't happen. Maybe Binky the Clown's an unlockable character. Yeah, who are the unlockable characters? I think I'll grind in this off screen just to see that. And also to unlock the last cup. Find out what boring stuff there is there. Mario Kart's got a lot of history to create its courses from, but Mario Kart itself isn't so creative when it comes to the characters themselves, are they? Mario Kart 8 got people in a tizzy because of Pink, Gold, Peach, and all of the many recolours and baby versions of the main characters. That bothered everybody because they wondered why they weren't putting in more lesser known Mario characters, which is a good question. Why did they stick in all these baby Rosalina, baby versions of characters that have never had baby appearances in the games? Why did they prioritise putting them in over, like, Tatanga or Prince Pine? Digging into the archives to get something interesting out. I guess they don't want to scare the kids. It's probably like how Shigeru Miyamoto doesn't want Wario and Waluigi in the platformers anymore. He doesn't want to scare the children with these menacing characters. I don't know. He's ashamed of them, maybe. Maybe it's because he didn't create them. Shigeru didn't invent Wario. Maybe he's that sort of person. He doesn't want anything he didn't personally make. I think that's exactly it, actually, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Because he's the one that's been notoriously flexing his authority biceps on the Paper Mario series and insisting that there's only Toads that appear. None of the characters that he didn't create himself. Actually, I think I read somewhere that it wasn't him that mandated that, so I don't know what to believe. But, well, anyway, this is Garfield, not Mario. There's no connection to Mario Kart here at all, isn't that right, Garfield? This is an all-new original game. All-new original kart racer. Nothing inspired this but Garfield's manliness. Garfield, Garfield. I just realised, is there a Garfield lasagna? Is there a Garfield brand of lasagna? I'd be surprised if there's not. I mean, of course there is. Of course there must be. Why am I even asking that in the form of a question? It's just an objective fact until proven otherwise. That's what we're dealing with here. A scientist would tell you that you've got to examine the evidence and make a justified conclusion before you say something like that, but no, Garfield. It's just, it's prima facie, goes without saying. It's just the first assumption. The default assumption is that that's the case. If like, something exists, then Garfield has a branded version of it. It's just a rule of the universe. It's simply primordial. There's no need to verify that one. What is that thing doing? Also, wow, this is the most original level so far. It's some kind of factory. I might actually remember this track in 2 weeks' time. Except that we're right out of the factory in 10 seconds and we're back in John Arbuckle's generic American suburb. Looks like where we are. What on earth? Tomatoes? It's a tomato factory, okay. What on earth? And yeah, that's it. That's the end. We went through the generic American suburb where Garfield lives, and then we went through a tomato factory. That's what they've been reduced to. Since when did Garfield have any connection with tomatoes at all? Through the brightly coloured factory boxes. I like that. Too bad you don't see more of them in the real world. Maybe one of the UFOs is the real one. The other two just don't do anything. Maybe that's it. Because that one seemed to drag me away from the one I was in. Oh well, whatever. We've already won this. I've not gone out of my way to find the jigsaw puzzle pieces. I thought that was maybe a Jagsway puzzle piece, but it's not. What was that? Okay, I think we just switched places with someone that was in 4th place. I think that's what that item does. It doesn't teleport you, it switches you with someone. Nice try, Arlene, or Liz, either one. So John finally got Liz. He did go on a date with her in the early 80s and they kissed each other at the end. So it's not completely out of nowhere. But much like The Simpsons killing Maud Flanders, I think that's about the only development that's happened in the series of any substance. Is that right? Or has Garfield gotten more edgy and stuff? What's happened? Has Garfield maybe developed some traits I wasn't aware of? Has anything entered into the Garfield continuity in the last 30 years that I wasn't aware of? Has Garfield become a rocket scientist? I just remembered in the old Garfield comics they used to celebrate his birthday sometimes, when it was the birthday of the strip. When the comic's birthday came along, then it would say like, happy 6th birthday Garfield, when it was 6 years after the comic had begun. And then, you know, happy 7th birthday the year after that. So what are they saying? Happy 40th birthday now? Is that what they're actually doing? Is that a point in the strip? Is John surprised that Garfield's still alive? Are they all wondering why he's still around? I'd imagine Liz must be really curious, being a vet. Does it pique her curiosity that Garfield still exists? Maybe they're just as perplexed in the Garfield world as I am in the real world, why Garfield is continuing to be a significant cultural icon when he's just got nothing to say anymore. Mickey Mouse is pretty famous for being just nothing but an icon now. Except he does do stuff now, but when I was a child he didn't do a thing. He went for 30 years doing nothing at all. Arlene. I thought she was already playable. Oh wait, that's right, they appear in the races, but we can't actually play as them yet. That's weird, what's this? Why can't I unlock that? Hang on a second. What's this? Try It 500? That's the one I just played. What? Wait a minute. Oh, hang on. Have I got to actually work my way... No, what? Do I have to complete the earlier cups in order to earn the later ones? Did I just waste 500 coins? I thought that would permanently unlock that. But it looks like it didn't. Well, that's Garfield Kart Race. I'll be back once I've gotten a ton of coins and we can see what more uninteresting stuff there is to see. Goodbye.